give enough thanks to Almighty God Allah for raising up in our midst a divine leader, teacher, and guide, as he did his last and greatest messenger. And I speak no other than the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And I'd like to greet each and every one of you with the greetings of peace. Assalamu alaikum. It's good to see each and every one of you here today. We all just say that we know there's other places that you all could have been, but we're grateful to Allah that you are here among us today. My name is Brother Talib. I am not the minister, but what I'm here to do is to open, and what I do is I get you acquainted with Muhammad's Temple of Islam and to prepare you for the minister that is going to speak. Here in Muhammad's Temple of Islam, we always ask a question. Why are you here today? Think about that question. Why are you here today? Are you looking for a change? If you're looking for a change, what type of change are you looking for? Are you looking for a change in your condition? Are you looking for a change in your way of life, your way of thinking? And not only you want that change for yourself, are you looking for that change for your people, your family, your loved ones? So the question is, are you here in the right place for that change? Here in Muhammad's Temple of Islam, we have an actual facts board, and they ask the question, which one will survive the War of Armageddon? Think about that question. Which one will survive the War of Armageddon? You see Christianity, you see the American flag, slavery, suffering, death, and you see the cross. The other side of the war, you see Islam, the banner of Islam, the sun, the moon, and the star. You see freedom, justice, and equality. And you probably wonder, why is it formatted like that? Why under Christianity you have slavery, suffering, death, and why under Islam you have freedom, justice, and equality? And that's the beauty of being here at Muhammad's Temple of Islam. These are questions that can be answered because we have a question and answer period where you can question these things, not only what's on the actual facts board and whatever else is being taught. But as I asked the question earlier, are you looking for a change in your condition? And is this the place to come to get that change? Many say, well, we've had problems that are deeply rooted in us, that have been in us for hundreds of years, for hundreds and hundreds of years. And we have things that are so deeply rooted that that it's hard to get out. But if you think about this, roots can always be uplifted. It's like when a man's out there growing a garden and he got the weeds out there choking the life out of his crops, how does he kill that weed? He get the weed by the roots, am I right? Think about that. So, so what he does, he has to go out there, he has to pull those weeds out, and what happens? The crops can breathe, am I right? But the weeds do have a tendency to grow back. But what does the farmer have to do? He has to go out there and continue to cultivate the fields, am I right? And then on the day of harvest, he produces a fine crop, am I right? He produces a beautiful harvest, am I right? And that's the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he was that great cultivator. He came here and he weeded out, all that ignorance that was put upon us under Christianity. He weeded out that fear, the devil that was placed among us. Think about this. And how I know this because we have a fine example of his harvest among us today. And I speak no other than our beloved Minister Basir Muhammad. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad took him in his home for 3.5 years and taught him day and night. He cultivated our brother's mind, and he prepared him for the task that is, faced before him today. Though we're not going to have Brother Minister Basir speaking today, but we do have the next best thing. And I speak no other than our beloved brother, Minister Yusuf Muhammad. Just like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad cultivated this brother's mind, this brother did the same thing with our beloved Minister Yusuf. And all his life, from the cradle on up, this all the brother knows is the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And just like when you see Minister Basir, you see a reflection of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, just like the moon reflects the sun. And when you see this brother, you will see the light of his father that shines through him. So with no further ado, please let's give a warm welcome as I bring you our beloved brother, Minister Yusuf Muhammad.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, all praise is due for raising up one from among us to guide us back into the knowledge of God, self, and the devil. I speak none other than Allah's last and true messenger to you and I, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
That's right. Yes, sir.
I'd like to greet each and every one of you here in the greeting words of peace and paradise of Islam. How's everyone feeling today? It is a beautiful day, and I am grateful to Allah and His messenger for allowing the messenger to raise up ministers who the messenger said he needed to go out through the land to get to the people he could not reach.
That's right.
That's right. He said he raised a cloud or a regiment of ministers, is the way he put it.
Yes,
And I am thankful to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad for those ministers. We know today we only have a handful of ministers taught by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm not talking about myself. I wasn't taught by the Most Honorable Elijah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I'm
sir.
not talking about other ministers that just came up.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
talking about ministers that were taught by the
Yes, sir.
messenger. Right? And today we only have a handful or fewer than that that still teach what the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught.
That's right.
So I am thankful and grateful for our minister, Minister Bashir Muhammad.
Yes, sir. Yes,
One of the last ministers of the messenger. We need these ministers, the few that are still here among us, because we look out into the world and we see our people are off the path.
That's true. That's true.
And we need someone from the root
Yes, sir.
to give us the understanding of what is going on today.
True.
That's
That's
right.
right.
That's right.
For our people seem lost.
Yes, sir.
When you think about it, we were brought here over 400 years ago.
True. Yes, sir.
And in that 400 years, we have been mistreated.
True.
That's right.
We have been abused.
Yes,
We have been murdered. Let's look at it like this. We were forced over here, is that right?
That's
That's
right.
right. Yes, sir.
Now let's put it in another context. There are people who are married. And there is someone in that marriage that was forced into that marriage.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They do like that.
And that person forced into that marriage does not want to be there.
That's right. That's right.
But they have no control over the situation,
Yes,
or
Yes,
so
sir.
they feel. Because they have been ruled through fear from their companion.
That's
right. Yes, sir.
And in this being ruled by fear, they don't want to get out of line lest they get beat.
True.
That's right.
Lest they be hurt real bad and be put into the hospital.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, sir.
Lest their children find out what is going on, or their children get hurt, protecting that one.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that one who is forced into that relationship is obedient.
That's right.
Though they wish they were not in that relationship,
Yes, sir.
they become obedient for fear.
True.
That's right.
Think about it.
So when you are around your family and you say a few words to them, they say, I know you're right. But the fear that has been embedded into that person, they just say, he don't know what he's doing, or she don't know what they're doing.
Yes, sir.
What they say.
So time goes on and it becomes a psychological thing.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
But still in the back of the person's mind, they yearn to be free.
True.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir.
They yearn for a different life.
That's right.
So it is with us, brothers and sisters.
That's right.
We are here married into a society
True.
or
Yes, sir.
integrated into a society that we have accepted for fear
True.
That's
That's
right.
of what might happen to
Yes,
you.
sir.
Every time something happens, the black man especially says, you know what the man to do.
That's right.
Amen. That's what they say.
So the black man, though he's not a baby no more. For the messenger said we had been, they injected fear into us when we were babies.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They injected this fear into us by hanging our parents on trees,
Speak right.
by tying our mothers to horses,
Yes, sir.
our pregnant mother, and sending the horses in opposite directions,
Yes, sir.
splitting the pregnant woman in half,
That's right.
allowing the baby to fall down, and pick the baby up in front of the black Negro slave,
True. Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
and tell them this could happen to you.
That's what they say.
That's fear.
Yes, sir.
Right.
That is what we live for today, brothers and sisters, now.
That's right.
Fear.
That's right.
Right.
But the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us there's a better way.
Yes,
That's right.
sir.
That's right.
Praise.
Our black men and women are afraid today.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
They see no hope and no future for themselves.
That's right.
Right.
Think about it.
So they dig deeper into the white man's society,
Yes, sir.
into the white man's way of life,
That's right.
into the white man's filth,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
to integrate themselves or to hide themselves among the white man.
That's right.
And I say white man, that's his color, but his nature is the devil.
That's
Teach,
right.
brother.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
They are losing themselves in his lifestyle
Yes, sir.
Right.
to hide themselves so they can't be pointed out.
That's right.
If they can't be pointed out, nobody can accuse them of being one of those who have a spark of righteous knowledge in them.
That's right.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So when you see the righteous or so-called righteous, they look just like the lost pharaoh.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
And the lost pharaoh looked just like the white man.
Yes, sir.
So we are lost, brothers and sisters.
That's right.
You don't know who is righteous and who is not today.
That's right. Think about it.
And as I spoke on a couple of weeks ago, this is the plan of the devil.
True.
That's right.
If he can take you and hide him in himself, he can prolong his life.
True.
That's
Yes, sir.
right.
Right.
And as long as he can prolong his life, he can continue to do his work.
True.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Yes, sir.
Though the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us he has an appointed time.
That's
right.
right. That's right.
Yes, sir.
And his time is up.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
But he is getting an extension of time because of God loves his beloved. He loves his children.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Now, we must understand, when I say he loves his people, love is an emotion.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
If something happened to my son, it would hurt me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It would bring me to my knees.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It would make me cry.
That's true.
Yes, sir.
That's an emotion.
That's right.
We act on emotion.
Yes, sir.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, listen,
Teach, brother.
Yes, sir.
he said Islam is mathematics.
Think about it.
Think about that.
And mathematics is Islam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In mathematics, you are using equations. You are using something to bring an actual fact.
That's right.
Actual fact is an equation. Emotion is different.
Yes, sir.
So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that Allah uses actual facts in his dealing with us,
That's
Think
right.
about it.
not emotion.
That's right.
We use emotion. It is an actual fact, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us, that we are made. It is emotion, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us, that we love one another.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes, sir.
right.
It is an actual fact the devil was put on the earth.
True. Yes, sir.
Think about
He was put here to do a job.
it. Yes,
That's right.
sir.
That's right.
That's an actual fact.
That's
That's
right.
right.
It's in your Bible. He was put here to do a job to make you submit.
That's right. That's right.
God wanted a people that submit.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That wasn't an emotion that God used. That was an actual fact. He used that actual fact because he knew that you are not submissive to him. So he put in your face one who would make you submit.
That's right.
Think about it.
Because we all have devil in us.
That's true. Yes, sir. That's right.
It is the opposite of us. We have positive and negative in
That's
us.
right.
That's right,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And
Yes, sir.
the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that we only dealt with the positive or the righteous side of us.
That's right.
But every so often, an unrighteous person will come in among us, though he was from the righteous.
True.
That's right.
Think about
Though he was from the righteous, he became unrighteous and caused others to move in an unrighteous manner.
That's right. That's right.
And he would inspire others to follow him. And through the period of time, just like in this Bible, God said it was one God. He taught Abraham of one God. Is that right?
That's right.
Yes, sir.
And then as time goes by, like you have today, in this particular instance, time went by and the people who knew one God started worshiping idols, right?
That's right.
The people who knew one God started worshiping multiple gods.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
That's what
And God said he is a jealous God, which is an emotion.
That's right.
But he is not judging or ruling by his emotion.
No, sir.
But since we are taught we are little gods, but we haven't obtained or ascended to a godhood state within ourselves.
That's right. Teach, brother.
We are taught that those who, as time went by, started worshiping multiple idols.
Think about it.
Because as time went by, the people going down the line of time start changing the teachings
That's true.
Think about it.
to make themselves or make the people think they are somebody that they are not.
Think about that.
And in this changing of the teachings, people get off the path.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, sir.
When you are off the path, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us, it causes a condition or forces to move through time to send one forth to straighten out the condition.
That's
All right.
right.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
So, brothers and sisters, in this condition, I'm talking about a lot of conditions. I'm talking about you as a black man and woman. I'm talking about you as a Christian. I'm talking about you as a Muslim.
Yes, sir.
This is all wrapped up into one.
That's right.
As time goes by, we are all type of people. Is that right?
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
We are people who love God, but don't know who God is.
Think about it.
We are people who try to strive according to what we are taught God is. but we don't know what he is.
That's right. That's right.
We are people who live in the filth and participate in all the unrighteousness out here in the world, but love God.
That's right.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
We are all types of people.
Thank you, Father.
So today, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad says, you have been made to fear your enemy. And in your fear of your enemy, you have accepted all that he hath given you. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, it is time for us to stop fearing the devil.
That's
Right.
right. Yes, sir.
Just like the woman in the relationship comes to a point that she can't take it no more.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Yes, sir.
And she starts fighting back. Or the man, because there are some men that are forced in a relationship.
Yes, sir.
And they can't fight back, or feel they can't fight back, but yet they're the man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Father.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad says that Allah came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
God came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
For what?
Thank you, Father.
For his people
Yes, sir.
were lost or are lost
That's right.
in the white man's world,
Yes, sir.
in the white man's society.
That's right.
How is he lost?
Thank you, Father.
He is lost because he has been or has adapted his way of life, Christianity.
That's right.
He is lost because he doesn't and she doesn't know the name.
That's right. That's
Thank you,
right.
Father.
He and she is lost because they don't know their God.
That's true. That's right, sir.
When you do not know your name and you use a name of someone else, you consider yourself that people.
That's
right.
Though you didn't have the knowledge of self to say, I am not Mr. Ford or Mr. James. Because when you were so-called set free, or our ancestors were so-called set free, they walked on off of one plantation to another plantation.
That's right.
And if they walked on to another plantation, they say, okay, your name is Mr. Jefferson, I'm Mr. Jefferson now. He took on another man's identity, never knowing his own identity, because that knowledge was lost from us through the hundreds of years of time.
That's
right.
So you were lost in the white man, in all his aspects, in his political, social, sexual, all kind of aspects. You are lost in his way of life.
That's
right.
So why did we need one? Master Farad Muhammad said he came here because his people were lost under oppressor.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
So we, brothers and sisters, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that Allah gave him Islam.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
And he taught us in Islam who is the original man.
That's right. That's right.
Our people don't know who the original man is.
That's right.
By not knowing yourself, you do not know your power.
That's
That's
right.
right.
The woman or the man that is in a forced relationship don't know their power.
That's right.
That's right.
Teach, brother.
Since I said that, I remember years ago, Brother Minister was talking, and it just popped in my mind. Just things like that happen.
Yes, sir.
He said that they have elephants. And they have these elephants from birth, and they tie them to a rope.
That's right.
And take the rope and nail it into the ground.
That's right.
That's right.
And these elephants, we know, are powerful.
Yes, sir.
They will grab the rope out of the ground, take the elephant, hit it with a stick, and have the elephant to push a tree down.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
and then take the elephant back where they want him and nail the stake back into the ground.
That's right.
And here they are beating the elephant. The elephant just stays in his place with a little rope around him when he just went and knocked over a tree.
Yes,
Think
sir.
about that.
Yes,
Think
sir.
about that.
Yes, sir.
That is because the power of the elephant he does not know.
That's right.
Because he was raised captive. He was raised captive.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
And he was trained to do what the master wanted him to do.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
And when, even though as the elephant was growing up young, he followed and obeyed the master with the little stick, thinking that little stick hurt him.
That's right.
Think about it.
But the little stick don't hurt the big elephant.
That's
Yes,
true.
sir.
right.
Now that we are adults, not that baby no more.
That's right.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, Master Farah Muhammad came to give us our home.
That's right.
That's right.
All praises be to Allah.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad says, who is the original man?
Yes, sir.
That is one of the first things he wanted us to know.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
He didn't just come out and tell us who the original man is. He asked us, who is the original man?
That's right.
Good question.
I can go and buy my son a car, and he'll jump in it and just drive it and be happy with it.
That's right. That's right.
Won't appreciate it as much because I got it for him.
That's right.
But if my son got his own car,
True. True.
worked hard,
That's right.
and knew the value of what it took to get the car, he will value what he did.
That's
True.
right.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So if the messenger just gave us the answer, we would just listen to it and just took it for what's the word?
Yes, sir.
Took it for granted what he gave us
Yes,
and not studied it.
right.
But since he asked us who is the original man, you have to study who is the original man.
Yes,
When the
sir.
question is given to us, it could be the Africans, it could be, the Arabians,
Sir.
it could be such and such. But the black man here in the wilderness of North America does not look at himself.
That's right.
That's it.
Who is the original man?
Think about
He
it.
is the Asiatic black man,
That's right.
the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet,
Yes, sir.
the God of the universe.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
The Asiatic black man.
Think about it.
The first thing you would say is, I'm not an Asiatic black man.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
I've been taught all my life I'm a Negro.
That's what they believe.
So proud. Yes.
Today I've been taught I'm a African American.
That's what
That's
it
what they
is.
believe.
That's what you've been taught today. And you accept that. Some of us go so far as say, I'm none of that, I'm just an American.
That's right. That's right.
What difference does it make where I come from? I'm here now.
That's what they say.
That's right. That's what they
Yes,
believe.
sir.
It makes a difference.
Yes, sir.
It makes a difference. The original man is the Asiatic black man, the maker and the owner, and the cream of the planet Earth.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If he is the maker and the owner and the cream of the planet Earth, then it must make a difference who you are.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right. Yes, sir.
But our people don't want to be who they are supposed to be.
That's right.
Yes,
Think
sir.
about it.
Yes, sir.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad says, when you learn the essence of you, then through this teaching that he has given us,
That's right. That's right.
then it removes the fear, no matter how deep it is in you,
That's
right.
right.
That's
Yes,
right.
to stand up and accept your own.
That's
That's
right.
right.
It removes the fear from you that you may stand up and deny who you was before you heard the truth.
That's
That's
right.
right.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
A man that does not fear won't deny anything.
That's right.
That's right.
A man that has no fear will kill your parent or your son in your face and stand in your face while you watched him kill him and will deny it.
That's right.
Even though you take him to court, he's still going to sit there and deny it.
That's
That's
right.
Because he says, your word against his.
That's right.
But when you turn to yourself and you fear the God that is in you, and when you fear the one who came in the person of Master Farah Muhammad, the fear that is put in you, not just to make you submit, but the fear is to make you stand up and remove the evil and wicked that is within you.
That's
Yes,
right.
That's right.
The fear is to remove the evil and wicked from around you.
That's
That's
true.
right.
That's right.
You don't fear the devil no more.
No,
That's
sir.
right.
Because God has put in you the power to remove fear in you. So we say, I fear no man, but what? No man but God.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Yes, sir.
Think about it.
It's fear in you, but your fear is not for anyone else but the God.
That's
That's
right.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And this is what the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad does for you and I.
That's right.
Yes,
That's right.
sir.
Right. Yes, sir.
I just want to talk with you.
Yes, sir. Come on.
So now, brothers and sisters, it is time for us. We know the condition that we are living in.
That's
Yes,
true.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Right.
We know the condition is not healthy.
That's right. Yes, sir.
The condition is causing us to be sick.
Yes, sir.
Our children growing up sick.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Our children, when I say sick, I don't just mean physically. They are growing up physically sick because of all the drugs that you go to the doctor and they want to give you a shot for this. They want to give you a shot for that.
That's
That's
true.
right.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Then after they put out, after you get your shot, the research is put out. And they say, well, you know, we had so many episodes of people dying from this. And so many episodes of people dying from that.
Yes, sir.
You are like a chimpanzee, they look at.
That's right.
An experimental animal.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
They gave our people AIDS.
That's right.
They gave it to them
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's it.
to see if they could remove you. They gave the Indians what? Smallpox.
That's it.
Right.
That's it.
They always giving you something.
That's it.
And you don't know it.
That's right.
That's it.
That's the devil.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
You see, you don't realize the devil really want to remove you off the planet Earth.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Yes, sir.
And he just want to